The following podcast contains potentially tough subject matter, controversial topics, and/or strong language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
Why?
Because they lack toes.
Shut up and sit down.
My mom actually told me that one time.
Yeah,
My
I think I
mother
was there
said
for
it.
that.
Yeah.
I think yeah, she told everyone like 5 times that evening.
Because she loves that joke.
Oh, hello.
Season 2, episode 2.
Super Bowl.
Say it like an alpha.
Sunday.
You gotta say it like an alpha.
Say it like an alpha dog.
Like a what?
An alpha. Season 2, episode 2.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest, nigga. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll fix it.
No, you just leave it. Just leave it in.
Season 2, episode 2.
Way to back out.
I'm sorry, I just like butt chugged a Mr. Pibb while driving. That was really weird. So on the way,
Can you tell me where Mr. Pibb touched you?
on the way to Caleb's to record today, I opened a Mr. Pibb that hadn't been shaken or stirred, and it just it finished all over my lap, and it just it pulled under my buttocks in my car seat.
So.
And yeah, so now my
His
butthole
gluteus
is
got
sticky,
maximized, you know what I'm saying?
and I had to walk. I hate you. And now I had to stop at a Dairy Queen to get more napkins because I didn't have enough in my car. So I had to go into a Dairy Queen with a giant wet spot on my butt, and the guy was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hi, I spilled a drink in my car, and I need napkins." And he was like, "Oh, I thought you came to see me." And I was like, "Well, I do have a wet spot on my butt, so I'm gonna grab.
I did come to see you.
I'm gonna grab
Ba-da-bop.
some napkins and leave." And he was like, "Okay."
Okay, so I am Sir Boars. We got Sir Percival over here.
Yeet.
We didn't really start it out.
Yeah. No.
We got
Name's Galahad.
Yeah, Galahad. And then also on the podcast, if she'll talk,
She's trying to stay away from the mic, but I keep moving it towards her face.
say hi to the crowd. Say hi to the crowd of one, which is you technically. So
Speak to yourself. If you could tell the future yourself of you something, what would it be? Go.
do it. Do it. Do it.
I don't know.
Put your out. All right. Put your mouth on the mic.
Not directly, because it's Jeremiah's.
No.
Okay. Good job. All right. So
She might be the laugh track of the
we got
evening.
Lady Boars.
I was told there was food after this.
There is.
There is food
You have,
after
to,
this.
you have to earn it, though.
Oh wait, I don't think you could say that about.
Can
Is
you
it because I'm a woman?
can you do
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
The floor needs to be vacuumed. There's dishes in the sink.
I can show you where the vacuum
She is my
cleaner is.
fiance.
Are
So
you gonna give him an abortion?
what? Whoa!
Vacuum cleaners.
Vacuum cleaners.
You should get a Roomba up here and then just watch it commit suicide as it goes down the stairs.
Well, it won't go down the stairs.
But I can hope. No, so we have a Roomba, and we turned it on for the first time yesterday. I named it Reginald.
Reginald.
Yes.
My
So-
mom gave it some weird female name.
Reginald cleans the
think
floors
it's
for us now.
Yeah, she named it Susie.
That's weird. You don't have a cleaning lady named Susie.
Well, you don't.
You give it a posh British name, and then you can instruct it to do things. You feel good about yourself.
Susie's
Quincy.
Susie's a good.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's just an average
Guinevere.
lady that doesn't like stick in
Guinevere.
your head. Yennefer. Since we're going with Witcher names.
With the Witcher
apparently.
3. I want to get 2 Roombas and make them joust. Put
It
a
would slow down the second they got close to each other.
put a balloon on top of each one, and then just tape a knife on the front of him, and just see which one pops the balloon first.
Bum-ba-da-da.
Yeah.
And we could totally arrange it so it has to go straight.
Or-
Get 2 of those like barrier
Yeah.
virtual walls, so they just have to go at each other.
Or what you do is you tape a Bluetooth speaker to the top of it, and you just have a roaming party. Did you know that Roomba makes a
Polka.
lawnmower now?
Yeah, it does, and it
It mows your lawn.
mows your lawn
That's
by the same
kinda-
kind of concept.
That's
cool.
awesome.
There's an SNL skit with Jason Momoa, and it's like all these like appliances for the stay-at-home dad.
That man is a god.
And so it's like the
Starting to happen.
dishwasher has a 70-pound steel door with like a Fort Knox like vault on it to like lock it. And he's like, I'd like to see a woman do that. And it's like, and you don't have to worry about your electric bill because all these appliances run on gasoline. And there's like the vacuum cleaners are attached to a riding mower.
Oh my god.
So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
This is just a really tame podcast.
It is.
It's because
Well-
Jeremiah's not here making rape jokes.
True.
Ooh, that can be your job.
I wouldn't make rape jokes.
Give us a rape joke.
Because you're a woman, you can get
Come
away
on.
with it.
No.
Come on. Do it. No balls. Do it.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
might throw
mean-
balls. I'm a woman.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking that two ways. One, you don't have courage. Two, you lack genitals.
And 3, you don't have courage because you're a woman?
What?
Can we just not? Can we just not today? Nobody's doing it.
I totally had like things to talk about. I just can't think of any of them right now.
Okay, so I want to talk about. Did you see that the Robin Shaw, not the
The Shaw and
Hobb,
Hobbs.
and
Hobbs and Shaw.
You mean Fast and Furious 9 that has absolutely nothing to do with any of the other movies other than the fact that Hobbs and Shaw are in it?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
it's,
that
Idris
it's
Elba
Fast and
as
Furious
a super
presents
soldier.
with
Shaw-
superpowers.
Shobbs and
Yeah, they have really
And
run out of ideas. Like, I'm definitely going to go see it because it looks hilarious. But my gosh, a street racing movie has run out of ideas to the point where they now have to create super soldiers.
that is kind of neat though.
And especially because it's Idris Elba.
Oh, I mean, it's Idris Elba, so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. Any input there, Caitlin? I hear you have a thing for black guys.
I am not black, by the way.
Everyone knows. You wouldn't have apologized for saying the N-word earlier if you were.
Valid. All right, valid. Yeah, valid.
He likes to think I do. He likes to make jokes about it, but
Well, it's because Tejan always comes in and
it's not his name.
sorry, but you know Tyrone.
That's racist! Holy shit, the spike on that one was
Justice.
very long.
Justice.
Just because you say hi to someone doesn't mean you have a thing for them.
Thank you!
I
don't
know.
I don't know.
So is
Like
we're not
I'm marrying
okay.
you,
We're not.
you don't have to worry.
No, it's not a
There's
thing.
still affairs. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean it, buddy. It's okay.
We could get into the whole first husband, second husband, third husband thing.
Hey,
but
We're
we
that'll
not-
take a
We
while.
don't know who the second husband is.
We're not
It's
going
true.
to.
I played the fifth.
So architecture. Am I right?
What's with it, man?
You can never trust an atom. They make up everything.
Got it. All right. So what do you
All
think,
of us are just off today.
so what do you think about football?
I don't like it. I
All
think
right,
it's dumb.
Oh, me too.
I mean,
What do you think about
if
football?
you play football and
I
you
could care
enjoy it,
less.
good for
I
you.
could care less too. All right.
All right.
See, we are having a Super Bowl party,
I know,
and
so-
nobody here likes watching football.
None of us like football.
Nah, not. I mean,
I'm literally only in it for the commercials, the food, the beer, and the companionship because I'm lonely.
yeah, that's literally that's the.
Oh, ooh! Avengers Endgame is supposed to have a new trailer coming out during the Super Bowl, like revealing new stuff. But
don't wanna watch
the
it.
directors also said that it's not supposed to reveal anything past the first 20 minutes of the movie, and none of the trailers they release are going to.
So none of the
So-
trailers.
So we have seen the entire first 20 minutes.
Basically,
That's so
'Cause
interesting.
literally
Right?
all you can do is insert like
See,
dialogue.
see, movies should do that.
yeah.
Like, don't ever show anything
Yeah.
past the first 20
Like,
minutes.
oh, what movie was it? We were so
No, they
excited
should
to
only
see.
show the last 20 minutes.
There was a movie
Oh,
that we
yeah.
saw a few years ago.
So you want to know how
that-
it's there.
We were really, really excited to see, and we realized that the
There's
only
nothing
good
like it.
parts of the movie were from the trailer.
Um,
There was way. I mean, there's a bunch that have
I
done that,
remember. No, but I remember us. Was it Justice League or something like that?
but no, we didn't watch Justice League
Or
together.
Batman vs Superman?
What
Probably.
It was a movie where I think it was Batman vs Superman.
Where we figured out everything about the movie within the trailer?
Yeah, it was
Batman
like,
versus Superman.
yeah, that was the one that was really bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like, want to talk about movies that completely ruin themselves.
But I am excited for Shazam. It actually looks pretty good.
That one.
Actually, that
looks
one
funny.
does pretty funny. Like, that one does look really cool. Oh yeah, no, Shazam, and then Captain Marvel. That one's.
I'm not really excited for that one.
But it's
because
got a
she's woman.
blockbuster.
No, it's just
It has
Yeah,
a
it does.
blockbuster.
no, it's just
Caitlin
I've
wouldn't know
never
what those are
given
'cause
a
she
crap
wasn't
about
born in
Captain
the
Marvel.
90s.
The only reason I'm going to see it is for its relevance in Endgame.
But I know
It's the
what
only reason.
Blockbuster is.
I've never liked the character of Captain Marvel. It just didn't make sense. It's dumb. It makes no sense.
Well, I mean,
It was.
it fits with like the TV shows because pretty much like her story is like wrapped around ABC Family's. What is it? What's it called? Agents of Shield.
Mm.
It has everything to do with like that's how they all get their powers, and that is from the Kree bloodline.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, it's like in Captain Marvel the movie, it's not even like she's not the Captain Marvel. She inherited the powers and suit and everything from the original Captain Marvel.
Well, yeah.
I forget the guy's name.
It's kind of like the same thing with like the Green Lantern. You know, it's kind
Yeah.
of.
Which was a horrible movie.
I heard Aquaman was good. I never saw it.
It is
Yeah.
really good. I actually liked it.
And see, that's the thing that DC has going for it is that if it has such.
Although his super suit looked animated in the trailer again.
I heard
It's on.
a comparison that DC knows how to do serious movies very well, while Marvel movies know how to do funny actions.
But Aquaman is hysterical.
Yeah, no,
And the only gripe I had with it was visually the movie is absolutely stunning. It's fantastic. The CGI and everything is amazing.
oh yeah,
But the script is shit.
oh yeah, and I heard that
And
too.
because they have amazing actors in the movie.
We don't need dialogue.
They have Willem Dafoe, they have Jason Momoa,
Willem
they have
The fool.
the chick that's his sidekick throughout the movie. His mom,
Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
basically, yeah. And the one dude that plays Stephen Lynch in the A-Team, forget his name. I don't know his name. Yeah, the guy that plays Lynch is in it. All fantastic actors.
Mhm.
The script does not lend to their abilities.
Movies,
The
I would
script
love
is
to
not,
see a
is not
sequel
that
for
great.
The A-Team. I would love to
Of
see
course.
a
Oh
sequel
yeah,
for that.
especially if they have the original cast.
What is the
Zombieland 2, right? In
that comes
October?
out? But also, what is the movie that's coming out soon with Liam Neeson, where he is like the snow truck driver,
Yeah, Assistant of the Year or something like that.
something like that. But like, have
His
you seen the trailer
son-
for that?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's a snow truck driver in this town, and basically he's given this award for some outstanding citizen of the year or whatever, because he keeps the roads leading into this small town in like
Clear.
Alaska or something cleared all the time. Well, his son ends up coming up dead because he got in line with some drug traffickers or something, and so he ends up going out to find the guys that killed his son.
Ooh.
It's really good. It looks really
It's
good.
like
Have you seen that
Taken.
new movie that
but
showed
not-
up on Netflix, and it's something of the same kind of genre. I forget the name of it. It's obviously the
There's one they've been advertising lately. It's called Polar.
yes.
I haven't watched it though.
No, I haven't either. But I've been really wanting to watch it.
I
so
haven't
was
seen
curious.
trailers about it either.
It looks really
There's a
good.
bunch of like Netflix original stuff that looks pretty good that's coming out
Oh,
soon.
Well,
yeah.
I heard the one that they just came out with called Io was like
Isle?
Io, like the planet or the moon.
Oh, yeah,
of-
yeah.
was-
Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter. I heard that one. I was like, "Ooh, that looks really cool." Some guy I went to school with, he's like, "Yeah, it pissed me off because it wasn't like what I thought." It's apparently everyone else is on Io except for the character you watch.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's like-
yeah, I saw the trailer for it, and if you watch the trailer, it explains it. If he would have watched the trailer for it, then he would have understood. Because it's called Io because when humanity basically killed Earth,
They went to Io.
there was a thermonuclear thing that happened on Earth that basically killed the planet. Everybody fled to Io except for these like 2 or 3 people that got left behind.
Mhm.
It's Anthony Mackie is in it, the guy that plays Falcon.
Red Falcon, like
Yeah,
in-
Captain America.
cool.
Yeah, he's in it. And then basically it's these 2 people that are stranded on Earth, and there's one last shuttle to Io, and they're trying to get to it. And that's
Oh,
basically it.
that
So they're
sounds
trapped on
interesting.
Earth, and like Earth's atmosphere isn't breathable anymore, so they have to wear suits. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. But
Global warming.
Well,
Yes.
that's not global warming. That's nuclear destruction.
Okay. Touche. Okay.
I
It's a
don't.
little
I don't
different.
remember if it was like a nuclear thing or if it was just like the world
I hope
imploding
it's
on
nuclear.
itself. Yeah.
I love Fallout.
Except for 76. Did you see where some Bethesda released like the blue leather jacket from Fallout, like the blue jacket, on their website, and then somebody put a picture up of a windbreaker. Because it says like it's a leather jacket, and like in the pictures it looks like it, but then somebody put a picture up and it was like actual product. Because of what they did with the canvas bags.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because
That's such bullshit.
didn't they like the
It was supposed to be a canvas bag.
right?
Like a really nice canvas utility bag.
Oh yeah, and like
And
the
it came out
first-
to be like windbreaker
first couple
material.
of hundred of them were the actual
Yeah.
canvas, and then they realized that they're losing money, and so they're like, they immediately switched the product line,
Yeah.
and it pissed off us. Bethesda has absolutely pissed off everybody.
They shouldn't make physical things. They should just stick to games.
They suck at games. Like
No, they make good games.
They
They,
have
made
great
good games.
concepts.
They made good games up until Fallout 3.
like
Fallout 3 was the last good one, I think. Fallout 4 was okay,
But
but
Skyrim was.
Skyrim was before Fallout 4 and 3.
You said Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 came out after Skyrim, didn't it?
Oh.
Oh, well, Skyrim.
Okay.
And the DLCs.
like they
I've
ha-
never
like they
I've
do
never
have-
played Doom
have
though, so I can't.
amazing-
Doom?
Doom, yeah, because that's a
Different.
Bethesda. No,
It's not the same people that made. There's Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Publishing.
Yeah.
Bethesda Publishing is Doom.
Okay.
Bethesda Softworks is Elder Scrolls.
Anyways,
Okay.
they have great ideas.
I think. I know there's two different ones, but I don't remember which one's which.
Poor
Like, with
execution.
Doom.
I just know that
Um,
they've like the last E3 they're publishing a lot of games.
Yes, but they're not changing their what's the word? Engine. They're not changing their engine at all. They haven't changed their engine in the past 15 years.
Yeah.
They're not changing it for Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever the other one is.
Starfield.
Yeah, they're not changing their engine at all. And I'm pissed. They're going to lose so much over it.
Why Howard Todd?
Todd
they,
Howard.
They have
Hey,
such
I know.
Okay.
I know.
great.
If
great-
they were to change the engine, those would be the
What's the
milestone
point of-
games for
what's the-
gaming in 2019.
What's the point of not coming out with those games yet then? If they're
Next
not
gen.
changing. But it's not going to be next gen if it uses the same engine.
It's going to be on next gen consoles, but it's just going to use the same engine.
That's what I'm saying though. But
Yeah.
like usually you wait so you can use a better engine so you can have better graphics without a
So
loss
stupid.
of.
Yeah,
it is
no.
dumb.
If they end up actually changing the engine, then I'll take that back. But what I've heard from them and from other people is that they're not changing their engine for the next two games. And
What
I'm
if we go and
pissed
steal
about
it? Then they'll have to get a new one.
You can't steal software off their computer.
I mean,
without them
yes,
being
you
able to
can.
get
Yes,
it.
you
I mean, you could, but like they're just going to get it back.
Nah,
They made
Nah.
it.
steal and destroy.
Okay.
Just erase all of it.
Purge their servers.
Just walk in. There'll be like a 15-second power outage. That's when we'll go in. Get to the server room, find the file, delete.
Yeah.
Just move to trash bin.
Delete system 32 on your entire server.
No, like we'll use a time machine and we'll keep going back 15 seconds.
It's 11 seconds.
Keep going back 11 seconds during the power outage and run all the way to the server room.
That was a funny
Destroy the
episode.
server room, but also having to destroy all of our all the past clones. Because when you go back in
Well,
time,
they're not
Yeah.
clones. They're just they're you from 11
50,
seconds.
yeah, 11 seconds ago. Have you seen Future Man yet?
No.
Oh
Th-
my!
that's
don't
like
have
that's like
Hulu.
the final episode. They're like, he's like, we won't make it. We only have 11 seconds to go down like 100 some meters of thing. He's like,
Oh yeah, like
we'll
down.
just keep going back those 11 seconds. So eventually, there's like 50 of them running down this hall. The first 3 make it through right as the security system flips on, and it just kills everyone.
That's funny.
Like they walk out, and it's like, wow, you can't even tell who's who, and they're just all these like burnt corpses laying on the ground.
Wow.
And then like the very end
It
episode
looks like,
is
what a waste of talent.
at the very end episode is Seth Rogen like grilling them about like this instance that they like. Do you understand what you've done within the past 24 hours? It's like there are so many of you that have been left alive. Like one of your versions actually helped Hitler.
It's like He asked, he's like, did we ever do anything good? Like stop Hitler? He goes, no. Surprisingly, you never tried to do that. That's the one thing in history you didn't try to change. In fact, there's evidence that may say you supported him.
It's like, and then you gave Bin Laden a time machine. One of you guys. Now we have to worry about a time traveling Bin Laden.
Yeah. That was the last episode was definitely the best of this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it really set up the.
There was one episode where he finds a pile of himself like dead.
Oh, that was
There's
funny.
like 64 of him laying in a pile, and the wolf like,
Hey,
hey,
look-
I found a needle in a U stack. Those were the highlights.
Oh yeah. No.
Future Man season 2. on
Future
Hulu.
Man season 2
We're not
was
sponsored by
definitely
Hulu,
not as
but-
good as season 1, but definitely still good.
Is it on, it's on Hulu, right?
It's on
Yes,
Hulu.
it's
Yeah,
a Hulu
Hulu.
original. Not to
You don't have.
we're not spoiler. We're not sponsored by Hulu, but if they wanted to.
Send us some money.
It
haven't
started
done
and it's
that in
never
a
going to
while.
stop.
It's never going to stop. Seriously.
It's not going to stop until someone actually sends us money. Then we can't joke
Somebody.
about it.
Even then, we're going to keep doing it until we get more
Help.
sponsors.
We need some sponsors. Help. Not just any sponsors. Help.
I don't know the song.
Help!
My sister just texted me, "You're welcome."
For what? Not killing you?
You're welcome. What'd she
What?
say?
This is so random. She goes, "I haven't spoken to her since last month, like texting wise," and she's like, "Since you were conveniently born 9 months after my birthday, my new theory is you were conceived on my birthday. You're welcome."
Troll of the year goes to your sister.
That's great.
I gotta figure out how to turn this into a burn.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
they were so disappointed by your birth they wanted another.
yeah.
They
like-
figured, let's try again.
yeah. They had to deal with how many birthdays of hers?
They had
know,
already
like-
gotten you vaccinated, so they wanted to try again. That's what I'm just going with, is that anti-vaxxers are just people that can't get late-term abortions.
What was it?
Thank
was
you.
a-
Seriously, I hate people that.
Did you see my Facebook post the other day?
No.
I put up a link to this website, and it's titled how vaccinations cause autism. And
Oh, yeah.
on the post, I was like, "This is a big problem. We need to spread the word and get people talking about it." And you click on the link, and it just says in big black letters, "They don't."
They don't. They do not.
There's literally zero scientific evidence to back up the fact that
Absolutely
they do.
zero. And you want to know
There's-
somebody that believes in it? My mom.
Oh.
I was like,
It's like there's no
Your
one standing
hamper?
where you
No, my mom honestly does not like
that shirt,
vaccinations.
that one shirt, that orange and blue shirt. It's an anti-vax shirt.
Did you know in the state of California, whooping cough is actually come back because
That
of
and
so many
measles.
people that are against anti-vaccinations?
Against anti-vaccination.
So they're
Like,
for
against
vaccinations.
Yeah.
vaccinations.
Okay.
Yeah, they're against vaccinations. And so, like, third world country diseases
Yeah.
are back in America because people
Dude,
are
this
like,
is the Earth going. Come on, guys, just
yeah, California. Just,
You figured this out a century ago. Why are we having this again?
seriously.
Natural selection, let it happen.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Black Plague comes back in California.
this is the Earth purging itself
Of
Of
California.
California.
of dumb people.
Of dumb people. Oh,
I'm sorry, but if you don't vaccinate your kids, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, here's my thing. You can't get no public school in Virginia without vaccinations.
and they're probably going to change that. Seriously. They're probably going to change that.
Here's a good topic. It's fresh. Our governor's a racist.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I saw that.
I saw that too.
Caitlin, did you see that?
No.
Oh, Ralph North. Okay, is he the guy in the Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
Blackface, or is he the guy in the KKK hood?
I don't know.
Michael Jackson blackface? What?
That's what it is.
It's supposed to be Michael Jackson.
It's supposed to be Michael
Oh.
Jackson, right? And
They
so,
did not get it.
have you seen that meme? Like, you know that meme where it's all like you press two buttons and it shows a
And
guy.
Shaggy
with
appears?
the,
Yeah.
like
no.
there's one button.
Yeah,
that
it's
says
like
this,
yeah.
And so one button was all like, say you're the Michael Jackson blackface, and then the other button is say you're the guy in the hood.
Yeah.
And then you just see Ralph Northam's face going,
Yeah.
like, I don't know which one to pick. Oh, and
just
it's
find
so
it-
good.
I find it funny.
Oh, there's been so
The
many
quote
good.
unquote unracist party.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like as soon as it came out, the Democratic Party was like, no, you need to resign.
And
Like, you need to
I don't
leave.
think he's going to.
He's not. And then they're like, dude, fucking leave. Just get
Like,
out.
and see, that's like one of the very.
want you. I mean,
There-
at
there's
least
still-
one thing that it's not a good thing that he did or is doing.
There's still
with
a
it,
lot
but,
of Democrats that are trying to defend him,
but at this,
which is
which is
disgusting.
ridiculous.
Which
but
is absolutely
at the same
disgusting.
time, I applaud him for at least saying, "Look, like I'm sorry," but then he was like, "I'm in the picture, but I don't remember which one." And then he goes, "I'm not in the picture," and I was like, "Come on,
How do you
dude."
not remember what?
Yeah, no, see,
I feel like that's pretty like memorable. Like, oh yeah, I got this picture taken. Like, I really,
Yeah.
if someone showed me a picture, unless I'm like a month old, I will probably remember where that photo was taken.
while I can honestly believe, that in that time period,
Yeah,
it probably was a funny joke.
yeah.
Even if he had black friends, like it probably was still like that.
I don't see how that would have been funny.
Yeah,
though.
I feel like they just would have like
The Michael Jackson thing, maybe, but highly doubt it. But the KKK, that's not a joke.
Okay,
But even back then, that's
I
not.
was
a
gonna
joke.
say because back then was when they were actually actively like lynching people.
oh yeah, that is right because
Like,
he's.
it was '84, wasn't it?
It was 80 something.
I think.
Oh no, it wasn't lynching. The Democratic Party was the party of overcarceration of blacks in that.
But
that time period.
what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like, you don't dress as a cake like back
That's
then.
valid. No, they were pretty racist back
Did you
then,
see?
so-
I
They're still.
don't
racist.
remember where.
yeah,
I
the
no,
Black
it was in
Party
it was
was
Washington
the-
State. They found a black Muslim teenager lynched in a tree.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It was a couple weeks ago.
by who?
They don't know.
A
They
lyncher.
found his body hanging from a tree, so
No,
they
I
don't
was
know.
born in a
They
city
never-
called
I don't-
Lynchburg.
I never followed up on it, so they could have found out now. But I just saw the thing
it
about
was
him
the Scranton Strangler.
being found.
It was a hash slinging slasher.
It's an office joke, okay?
Okay.
You wouldn't get it.
I
Such
clearly.
a good show.
I'm
love that
almost
show.
caught up to you.
Dude, there's so much.
I
news.
finished it.
Let me be honest with you.
darn.
There's absolutely so much.
Where did you
news.
think? Where did you think I was in the show?
You told me not too long ago. You asked if someone had left yet, and he's getting ready to, because Will Ferrell had his first
Okay.
episode.
I was just asking if you were at that point
Oh, I thought
because
I
I've
thought-
I've watched the whole show.
Oh,
now.
okay.
The last episode made me cry.
Oh yeah. I love when shows do that. They
Oh,
always kill my
absolutely.
favorite character on the very end.
Nobody died.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna watch this and they're gonna kill off my favorite character. That's
Nobody
how,
nobody
that's how
dies.
Star Trek ended.
Nobody dies.
Ah,
Don't worry.
Stupid.
2019 has been a bastion of amazing headlines.
And it's only been 34 days.
Seriously,
Have you ever watched the show Lucifer?
no.
Didn't that one get canceled?
I don't think so. No.
I thought I just saw something like a month or two ago where they were stopping that show like
I don't
kind of
know.
abruptly.
I don't know. Maybe Luther? There's Luther and Lucifer. There's two different shows.
Oh, I know of Lucifer, where it's like he is the devil.
Yeah.
and he's like just a lawyer or something.
No, he is literally the devil, but he just doesn't want to be in hell anymore, so he comes to Earth and just like stays on Earth. And he like owns a bar, and he has like the
Satan, the
powers
bartender.
of he has the powers of like he can
Is it called Hell's Kitchen?
no,
Oh.
it's called Lux.
Please.
He can like make people tell him their like deepest desires, like their true desires, and they don't really realize that they're doing it. But there's one lady.
One guy's like a bottle of whiskey. Come
there's
on.
this one cop
You're the worst bartender ever.
detective that he can't get her to tell him, like actually, and he's like that's the drive of the show is he's trying to figure out what's with her. And I'm
Okay.
like, she's an angel, doesn't know it. That's what I'm thinking. But he ends up making deals with people, but not like sell your soul kind of deals. It's just like he does a favor for them, they do a favor for him in the future. That's all it is. This
Ghost
one,
Riders?
kind of.
Ghost Riders.
But this
we have Ghost Riders. Just
What?
kidding.
what?
Ghost Riders?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have Ghost Riders that write all of our diss tracks.
Ghost Riders.
Oh, Ghost Rider. Okay, I thought.
Like
yeah, like
Marvel?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Flaming
Ghost,
Head. No.
Ghost Riders. How
No,
like-
no.
when we make rap songs about the people
Nope.
we hate, we have. Okay.
Nope.
Go on.
This actress that he helped like get her career comes to see him, and like they're walking outside of the bar, and somebody pulls up and drive by, kills her, and then
Okay.
he gets shot, but he's immortal, so he's fine. And then he ends up going to investigate her death, and meets the cop, and then now he's like a consulting detective with the LAPD,
Yeah.
and that's the basis of the show. Is he's a consulting detective,
Ooh.
and like he doesn't have his wings because the demon that followed him, like his sidekick, I guess. He told her to cut off his wings, and he had them in a storage container, and the storage container was stolen.
Ooh.
But it had like a secret compartment that nobody should know about. And he opens the container, and his wings are gone.
It's B-dubs. They took them.
So he's like,
No, it's Red Bull.
Their new Diablo.
he's like, oh fuck, I hate you. But yeah, it's a pretty good show. I like it. We've been watching it.
Very nice. Very nice.
So what do you want to talk about?
Food,
You've been pretty quiet over there.
I'm tired.
aren't we all?
We could make a bunch of sexist assumptions. We're talking about getting our nails done.
I do my own for free because I don't got enough money to go pay for that shit.
And you ain't going to because you married him.
Ba-da-bop, wop, wop. Your dick.
I like that ending. That was nice. Really flowed.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Still a dick, but sure.
So you want me to tell the story of how I like scraped my shin?
Yes, absolutely.
In
really-
4th grade?
It's really boring. No, Friday.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Sucking dick.
Sucking dick. Austin was sucking dick.
How does
At the
one
back
scrape a
of-
shin?
Do you
You
not
you
know how
power
to
slid
suck
into it. You got a running start and just full on rock start it.
Oh,
So some guys at the gym were all like,
Sucking dick.
yeah.
sucking dick. Shooting hoops and
He's
sucking
like,
balls.
let's do box jump. Let's see who's got the highest box jump. So like 6 times later after we raise it, like I get it, you know how it works. You jump,
Yeah.
jump on it, you land on it,
Da-da,
raise it.
da, da,
Pretty boring.
da, da.
So it gets up to this
Suck dick.
like one height. I go to jump, did not make it. I came down right on the
Dick.
edge of the thing. And like the boxes went toppling over and stuff like that. It was like super just terrible. And I was like, I scraped my knee. Yeah.
Face
then I had a-
first into
I thought
dick.
it was your shin.
And balls.
Sorry, yeah, it was my
Face
shin.
first and balls.
So I have like an 8-inch scrape.
You ever been blowing a dude and you figure out he's a faggot?
Oh, I hate that.
How'd you tell? He goes, you know people from Phoenix are called Phoenicians?
Shut up, faggot!
Put that
All
dick
these
back in your
queers
mouth.
and their tasty dicks. Let me tell you what.
I had a thought, and then I forgot it.
Do share.
Oh, if you could suck your own dick, would you?
Yeah.
That was quick. If you had a dick and you could suck your own dick, would you?
Probably not.
Why
Why
not?
not?
I have a crooked spine as it is, and I feel like that would. just
No,
be
no, no,
really,
like,
said if you
really
could.
No,
hard.
like all
Well, let's say if you got
hindrances
a dick, it
have
fixes
been
I
your
have a
removed.
spine.
straight spine.
Has
also
straight
have a
spine?
dick.
Maybe. Hold on. Theory. Maybe her spine is crooked
Because
because
he doesn't have a dick.
no, because she does, but it's pushed so far up, it just made everything crooked to make space.
Dang.
So, if you straighten it out,
dick. What about you, Austin?
sorry,
Oh, that's weird.
Why?
That's weird.
it's not gay. It's yours.
It's yours.
I feel like
Doesn't
that's
make it
not-
better.
Yeah, it does.
It's just so weird.
Could you imagine like
Yes.
somebody walking in on that? No, just like somebody walking in on that. You have roommates, like, and they just walk in, you're like,
That's what a door lock is for.
no. Hey, like
Sorry, cut me the pants down.
no. Nathaniel, what are you doing in there? Pooping.
Fucking noises.
disgusting.
You just got a grapefruit technique
Ew.
yourself.
You'd see a lot more guys with like tongue studs if that was possible.
Did you see the interview? I think it
Actually,
was on the Graham Norton show, where
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if dudes could suck their own dick, there would be a lot more single men. A
Yeah,
lot
because
more.
what girl would want to date a guy sucking his own dick?
What
Well,
got?
my fiance just said yes to the question.
I feel like
so-
you overestimate the amount of men that are in relationships just for fellatio.
I'm not saying that all. I'm saying a lot. I'm saying that a lot of
Okay.
men would stay single just for the fact of
Okay.
They don't want to have to deal with dating because it's like a lot of men. Their
what you're
main
saying.
drive is
It's like a DIY craft. Do it yourself.
yeah, DIY your dick. I mean, because that's actually one of the big problems that's going on in China right now.
Dick sucking.
No.
their
Self
dick?
sick.
No,
Self dick
it's
sucking.
not China. It's in Japan, and it's because of sex robots.
Oh yeah.
Sex robots are so prevalent and they're so real in China that most men, like, they're having a population like decrease.
Good.
Japan? No, China's the one we need to worry about.
Oh yeah, Japan's fine.
China. No, so like Japan is like, what?
Yeah, remember those people we rolled up like in 1856 and we're like, hey, yo, you trading with us? We got guns. And they're like, oh, okay, let's trade.
Wow, I can't believe that's how that transaction
we
worked.
wouldn't have hentai if Franz Ferdinand hadn't been assassinated.
Thank you, Franz Ferdinand.
The start of World War One.
Yes.
Okay.
How does that
End of
relate?
World War One, when the treaties in Versailles.
End of World War One.
One. The treaties in Versailles left Hitler a little upset.
Okay.
So, World War Two.
Hentai everywhere.
Japan gets involved in the Axis powers, intervenes and attacks America. America intervenes, destroys Japan,
Twice.
moves in with a military occupation.
Okay.
While they're there, because Japan had such strict censorship laws, there was barely any pornography. So
America made Japan.
basically, but
made-
our authors,
Look at it.
authors,
Look at it.
authors
Look at the naked women.
of comic books started to draw naked women and half naked women.
In the art style of like in the
In
Japanese.
anime,
Yeah, in Japanese
in
art.
mangas is what they're called.
Pencil
Yeah.
art.
That is so interesting.
And
Koshitao.
but they started disguising penises basically as tentacles,
Oh my god.
penis-shaped things
So-
as tentacles because it had to be censored. So thus hentai was born, and then American
Well,
soldiers
hentai's
brought
not-
it back.
Okay, Hentai's not all tentacles. Like, it's just anime.
Oh, is it?
It-
Do you know
it's
the?
just-
Do you
yeah,
know
it's
the
just porn anime.
approximate percentage that is tentacle? Yeah, look at your fiance while you try to figure out this math.
At least 13%.
I do not recall.
All right. So ending with porn, or
We haven't really like done anything at all. I can tell you the story of what happened after I skinned my knee.
okay,
My
what happened
shin.
after that?
The guys were like, "Let's wrestle," and I'm like, "This really does."
Okay,
sound-
all right.
see-
So he was sucking
I,
dick.
I thank you very much.
No,
Ah.
so 'cause-
Let's wrestle.
well, because one of the guys is in the military and he wrestled in high school. The other dude's like
course
really
he did.
short and wants to. He's
We know
got-
why he joined the military.
Well, the
Oh,
other
he's
two guys-
Only
lubricating the pleasure
penises.
pipe. Mm.
You know, what a bigger sausage party than
The
the
other two
military.
guys have like Napoleon complexes out the wazoo, so they're like,
Oh,
"Hey,
was it your wazoo?
this guy."
Were you satisfying the Napoleon complexes?
What? That didn't make sense. His made sense. Yours didn't.
Napoleon complex, tiny penises.
It's not. Napoleon never showed his dick.
I
to
must
public.
conquer all.
Well, it's because he has a small dick.
Oh, you know?
Yes.
You've seen it?
Yeah. Through hentai.
Why did he turn into a Japanese server? 3 times.
Through hentai.
I thought you said 3 times. He's like, yeah, 3 times.
Through hentai. But 3
There was
times.
that time in Waterloo, and then that one island in the Mediterranean.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, no. It was so the other
This
guys
entire
were
episode
like,
is a misunderstanding.
yeah, right. I didn't win because I don't know how to wrestle.
The game. The game.
Oh,
No.
that's the game.
I don't play the game.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes,
can't
you
lose if
do.
You don't play,
False.
False.
No,
If you
you-
know the rules, you play the game.
You play the game.
or just refuse to play, and
That's
you
not
get
how it
pissed
works.
off.
That's
It's
really
not,
not.
it's not how it works.
See, you need to learn, Caitlin. The way it works is you don't care about it, right? Correct?
Yeah, I don't care.
So
I
you
don't
walk
play.
around and just tell people, "Hey, I lost the game," because you don't care.
Oh,
but
I will
everyone
purposely
gets
make
mad
other
at you.
people think of it, but I don't play.
That's the point
No,
of the
you're still
game.
playing.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you're still playing.
If
It's
I just deny it, I cannot lose.
No.
There's no.
The only way
I
to
do
not
not
play
let
the
it
game
into
is to
my
not
brain. I
know
can't.
about the game.
You what you don't understand is, sure, I technically
up a
quote
wall.
unquote lose. but
Walls
I
don't
always
work.
Win.
Talk to China.
Because I don't care. Because I walk around, I'm like, hey guys, I lost the game, and 30 people just get really mad at you all of a sudden, and it's fantastic.
See, I don't even care about the other 30 people.
Why do I feel like
just
Austin has
love
very angry
pissing
sex?
Caleb off. What?
Yes.
You know,
Because he likes making people angry. He has a domination complex.
Oh my God.
sometimes I think it's
That's
fun.
why he has such a hard time finding a woman.
Innovation. What?
I said sometimes I think it's fun being the only girl.
And then I say some dumb shit.
And then there's just times where I'm like, yeah.
And there's other times where she's like,
Mm.
I need some backup.
And then there's other times where she's just like,
Mm. And then it quickly fades back into.
There are some times where I'm just like, I'm surrounded by morons.
it just turns into Scar from Lion King.
I'm
surrounded by idiots. I'm so excited for the Lion King movie.
A live
I still
action
haven't-
one.
Yeah.
It's, still, it's
So
not live
excited.
action if there's no people in it, right?
It's CGI.
yeah.
I was
But
raised
it's
on
still
Lion
it's
King.
still
supposed to be
it's still
like-
considered
Oh, were
live
you?
action.
Yeah.
Oh, my father.
Oh,
uses
oh,
Lion
were
King
you?
As like life lessons.
Seriously?
Oh,
We
were
have,
you?
we have a stencil in our living room that literally says everything the light touches is my kingdom. And whenever I get
that's
like sassy, he's always like he just points to the stencil
And that's
he's
when you
like,
go-
mine.
And that's when you go, it's dark out.
Wait, no. Does the stencil say that? I thought that like he points at it and
It
like
says
he
sex
says
in the stars.
it's a quote from the Lion King, but it's not that quote. He quotes often. You know what, Caleb? Everything that the light touches is my kingdom.
It's something.
And it's like
Except that
what?
dark space over there. That's
Or-
universal. We
Oh
don't
my
go
God.
I'll
there.
be mad about
We don't
something
go-
that happened at work, and he's like, "But it's in the past." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm still pissed about it." He's like, "The past can hurt, but it's in the past." And I'm like, "Stop being Rafiki."
Hakuna
I love
Matata.
Rafiki, dude. He's my favorite character.
What a wonderful phrase.
banana, squash banana, come
I've seen the video where the dude's like,
yes, and the branch snaps and he just falls. The scream at the end is perfect. He's like, banana, squash. You know what video we're talking about?
I think so,
if I know it, you should know it, okay?
because we're the same person.
whoa, whoa,
If I know it, you know it, everybody knows it. The frogs are gay.
nepotism.
Austin's abusive.
Yes. That's why he doesn't have a relationship. It's that domination.
Like one
complex.
lady looks at me and she winks, I just smack her.
You sound like Matt.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with
Hebron.
you. No. You know what would be really, like, what's really sad is that if that was the actual case, you'd probably end up with more women than you think.
Probably.
Yeah, it's really sad
Like, look
because
at
there
me
are
like,
so
"You
many
seen
women
50
nowadays.
Shades?"
That was a good one.
Like there are a lot of women nowadays that
Because
just
of 50 Shades of Grey.
they just submit to that shit,
I don't understand that.
and it's
It's a strange move.
ridiculous.
So
What was it? I mean, like, the problem I have with it is the book.
I'll just have.
How do you read it and just go? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Why did you sound like a goat?
Women. It's because of
Well,
Well, I know men that did too.
what?
I don't know them personally, but I know of men that did. Read the books and
Did you
like
hear
got
the
horny.
Authors rewriting the books, but from the guy's perspective,
Oh, that's not good.
which is strange because she's a woman, so I don't know how she's gonna really like.
Oh,
It,
no, don't make
it
that
felt
argument.
great on my penis. Like, what is she gonna?
Don't make that.
She
argument.
touched my pee-pee.
No.
It felt phenomenal.
Yeah, no, don't make that argument.
No,
because
but
that's
it's
the argument
weird.
That gets made all the.
It's weird.
It is weird. It is weird, but that doesn't mean that she can't like.
Well,
make-
men write from women's perspectives all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
About sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every pop song is from is a male writer. A male writes all pop songs. Like Ariana Grande's, every single one of Ariana Grande's songs are made by a male artist. Yes, and a 50-year-old man in Hollywood, and they're all about sex. Tell me how creepy that is.
I don't know. I'm not, I don't really know your facts here. I'm not sure what. Can you cite your sources, please?
Wikipedia.
No, it is a very it's a
Why?
like Kesha. Kesha's a prime example. All of
Okay.
her songs were written and given to her by a man who was incredibly abusive to her. It's not an uncommon thing.
Isn't that like when she had a breakdown and finally like,
Yes.
decided to leave
Yes.
the label and whatever?
And like
It's not just written by one person. She
I was gonna say there's
she
a
writes every
songwriting.
song with other people. There's
Uh,
multiple people that write on every song.
And
It's
then
not
there's
just one guy.
people like Chris Stapleton before he started singing was a songwriter.
oh yeah, no, Chris Stapleton was almost every country artist's like songwriter for like a really long time
Or
there.
it could be like Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure she writes her own songs because they're all the exact same.
Okay,
And they
but
all suck.
okay, so
Yes.
maybe I was over exaggerating, but it is not an uncommon thing for men to
Didn't have
write
make it weird.
female pop songs about sex and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
it's
but
like, it's
more
kind of
often than
creepy.
not, when men write pop songs or just songs in general with female artists, it's a collaboration, not just a man writing it from a woman's perspective. It's almost always probably like I'd say about 95%.
But even still,
just a
those are like
collaboration.
really generic. They're not.
Yeah,
like
they're
50 Shades is like
very in detail.
Well, I mean, but
Like very, very detailed.
okay, it is very, very, very detailed. You're absolutely correct. But songs aren't in general aren't detailed to begin with. But they still are songs about.
So are you telling me that right now, like, she couldn't write a story about a man having sex from the man's perspective?
I'm not saying
Generalizing it.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I that's what he's saying. Like I'm saying
No,
that.
I'm
it's-
saying
it's,
that-
I'm saying it's very prevalent. I'm saying it's not an uncommon thing for that to be the case.
What I'm saying is, Caitlin probably wouldn't be able to write an entire 1,000-page
Detailed.
novel about what it's like to have sex with a penis.
I think, but
Well,
And-
no, 'cause
and-
I'm not a man.
That's my
Just
point.
like a man can't write accurately and describe how a woman would feel.
Yeah, exactly.
well, that's not entirely true
Unless
either
it's butt
because
stuff.
Gosh.
no, but like that's not entirely accurate either because
Are you in a woman's body? Can you feel that?
no, I can't. But I can know from
Does your Red River flow?
no, but I
Do you
can
know what it's like to have something long and hard?
Penetrate your body. When I press this button, there'll be an explosion.
It's the Batman sketches.
no.
You
Okay,
can have a generalized idea and you can sympathize with it, but you don't actually know. You
No.
can't 100% with the utmost
But that's-
confidence
but
say
that's a-
that you
The
know.
only way to prove this is for all of us to read all 6 50 Shades of Grey novels.
but that's
Or we each take a turn and write our own from the other perspective and see how it goes.
and then read them on the
There's 3
podcast.
guys
well,
and
that's a
one
slip.
girl.
I mean, that's a slippery slope.
Like I've seen that porn.
You're gonna have to write a lot of.
Thank you so much.
You didn't hear
I think I've seen that porn.
Something about a slippery slope.
that. No,
No, that was me.
No,
I think I've seen that porn too.
Yeah, I said you said there's 3 guys and 1 girl, and he said.
I think I've seen that
Oh.
porn.
I think I've seen that porn.
No, I do think that idea is a slippery slope. Like the fact that it's just because I don't have certain genitalia doesn't mean that I can't write accurately about how a woman would feel in a certain situation.
It kind of it does. It really does.
But like, there's parts where it's talking about how he feels inside her.
If it's generalized, yes. If it's super, super descriptive, then no.
Like
She can
she
still
she'd have
ask-
to go to like WebMD and like search like specific names.
She's not gonna get accurate shit from WebMD.
No, but like you know like
I have a cough. You have cancer.
Okay, so maybe if she doesn't do the research, from a male's perspective, then yes, you're absolutely right. She can't write about that. But if she goes out and does the research and asks a man, "How does this feel? Give me your best example."
She'd have to do a
But then that's not in
very
her words, that's
large
just something a man told
group
her.
sample.
She could still write it down in her own way. It still would be her words.
But she doesn't know. She only knows what she's been told.
She's not.
Unless
know that.
she was a man.
or she could go through
Just like
surgery.
if a guy asked a girl, he could.
But I can still put it down.
How does that feel? Inside me.
7.
But still, I mean,
7 units of distance.
that would still be my words. It would still be if I were to write, if I were to do the research and do all of it and get the, it would still be my words that I'm putting
Imagine
down.
that.
Okay,
What is
sure,
just like
your
any
words,
like
but
I
you
don't live on the
know.
sun, but I still know all the things about the sun. Like that is
No, you don't.
What's the surface temperature?
9 billion degrees.
No.
I don't know. But okay. So
you know that
I don't live on
the
the-
core of the sun is actually colder than the surface of the sun.
you're
And the
absolutely right.
cro- and,
So
uh,
but what I'm trying to say is I
First-
even though I don't
It's not
live.
corona.
Crust?
No.
What?
The atmosphere around the sun. It starts with a K.
I know what you're talking about. I don't
yeah,
remember the name.
it's not corona, but it's something really close to it.
Coruscant.
Kelvin.
Both of those are terrible. That wasn't even the name of the planet from Star
It's
Wars.
Coruscant.
Yes. No, it's
But if you look at the word, it's Coruscant.
what's the name of? It's
Kronos?
Chimera. Is that?
Chimera is a type of star.
Beetlejuice.
It's bothering me.
Sun anatomy.
Sun anatomy.
What I'm
Here's the
Googling.
sun penis.
Way to get fucked by the sun. Jeez Louise.
That's what happened to Mercury.
The experience will be out of this world.
That was a good joke. We should move that to the front of the podcast.
What was the joke? I missed it.
The structure of the sun.
He said it'd be an experience out of this world.
I got it.
Yeah.
Flat Earth. The Earth is flat.
Convection zone?
No.
The Earth is flat.
Photosphere.
No.
Chromosphere.
Maybe.
It's corona.
Is it really?
Corona.
Coronasphere.
No, it's
Just-
there's chromosphere,
there's
then
no
there's the corona.
The
Outer
coronasphere.
layer of the sun with a whitish halo seen around the
Okay.
disk.
Yeah, that's
only during
hotter than the
total
surface of
solar
the sun.
eclipse. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So like
Sunspots are actually colder than our Earth's core temperature.
Ooh. Neat.
And they recently found that like several kilometers below the crust of the Earth, there's like what they call it, a dark biosphere. It's essentially like this area in which there's like all these different type of like single cell life.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Hollow Earth theory.
No, flat Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Flat. The Earth is flat, though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Have you heard? Like,
Yes, we all know about the Flat Earth Society.
I'm starting to believe it.
And once again, natural
How?
selection.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I'm being 100% serious.
I was about to say.
I mean, no, just the entire concept that they try to build around, like the way that gravity works on a disk is that the disk is constantly moving. We wouldn't be in the solar system if that was a thing.
No, it's because all of it goes around us.
That's physically impossible.
Not in flat Earth theory.
No, it's physically impossible.
Like the sun's not as big.
No,
as,
because gravity is a constant.
yeah, it's constantly going up.
No,
and so
that's-
everything else is going up with us.
No, I'm saying
Gravity's. What do you mean gravity's a constant?
like
It's not
the
a constant number.
No, but the universal
What is it
gravity is dependent on mass, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
universal force of gravitation is
Yeah.
a constant.
Okay.
So things with greater mass therefore have greater gravity. The Earth does not have the largest mass by far. I think Venus is actually bigger than the Earth. Mass.
Most planets are bigger than the Earth.
Well, I'm saying like,
In our solar
but
system.
Venus is like the closest.
Yeah.
I think,
Mars is the
isn't
closest.
Size-wise, Venus smaller, but like
no, I think Venus is slightly larger than Earth.
I thought it was just. I thought that
Mercury is smaller.
I know. Well, yeah, Mercury is.
Well, Mercury, Mars, and Venus, I all thought were smaller than Earth.
Mm-mm. I think Mars is actually Mars is smaller because it's got less gravity.
Yes.
But I think Venus is slightly, like, just a smidgen. Like gravity on Venus, I think would be like
If
One
In order of
point-
size, including the radii sizes relative to Earth, Jupiter is the biggest, then Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Uranus.
Yes, my anus is huge,
my anus.
especially after the Mr. Pibb. Neptune, then Earth, then Venus, then Mars, and
Okay.
Mercury.
Yeah, but
Earth and Venus are only about 200 kilometers away from each other in terms
So it's
of
very
size.
small.
They're
No,
very close.
yeah,
They're
very
very
close.
close.
that's
They're
what
the
I
same
meant. That's
size.
what I meant to say.
200 kilometers diameter.
That's what I
And
meant to
that's
say.
just
So
basic.
like, so I was going to say.
Yeah.
So the difference is very small.
Yeah, the difference is very small between. They're basically the same planet.
So
I'm
it's
looking for.
twin.
I just want the traveler to enter our solar system and make every planet livable.
That would be dope. I just want to go space.
Space.
Space Force.
You remember the space?
Space Force.
Do you remember the space thing from Portal 2?
I never played. I never
Yes.
finished
Oh.
the game.
Space. I love that thing.
I never,
There was
I never finished it.
Portal 2 was awesome.
There was a Skyrim mod that added the space thing. Like randomly, you'd be walking through a town in town in Skyrim, and you'd see like a meteor in the sky, and then you'd get a quest marker, and you go over to it, and there's a cave where the space thing had crashed through the top of the cave and was in the cave, and you go over to it, and it's like looking around and just going space, 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 space. But it was in Skyrim. It was pretty cool.
They just released Beyond Skyrim on Xbox One.
What is that?
The Bruma.
That's been out on Xbox.
Has it?
Mm-hmm.
Did not know that. It's been a while.
For a
I got
while.
on the other day and saw it, and I was like, I'm getting it. Then I went to play it. My Xbox crashed.
All right, let's see.
It's a hard night.
What time is the Super Bowl
Focus.
kickoff?
7?
6:30.
6:30. That's what I said.
Okay, we should probably wrap things up.
Yeah, that's what I was
We're
about
about
to
an
say.
hour, so
Yeah, we got an hour and 15 minutes to 15,
yeah, we're 54 minutes right now.
Well, he's saying podcast.
15, 20 minutes to like get the stuff that we need to, and yeah, we should be good.
Alrighty, folks. It is Super Bowl Sunday. We're having a party.
Y'all go do the same.
Yeah.
Although you're not going to hear this till after. So
Go
I
back
hope-
in time and do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it all night long.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Peace.